Hey guys, welcome back to another Theorist McGee video. Today, we will be watching The Switch by 4Kids IAB, another video in the cinematic universe. Last time on Theorist McGee, we reviewed The Fan, and then 4Kids IAB decided to drop another video. And it appears as though it is in the same cinematic universe as The Fan. So, with this bit of knowledge, I say let's get in here and let's just watch the video. If it will ever.
He left the lights on.
Okay. My initial reactions to this video are shock and awe, and really a lot of theories are just floating around my head right now. I mean, that was pretty obviously someone going into a room and turning on a light switch. Turning it off. Could be turning it on, but I'm pretty sure they turned it off. This is huge. This is huge news. Because if you notice, last time when we looked at The Fan, we were looking at a light, a fan being turned off, and this time we're looking at a switch being turned off. And we noticed that from the camera's point of view in The Fan, you couldn't see the switch that was being turned off, and you couldn't see two walls in the room. And we theorized that one of these walls contained a door with a light switch, as that is how a bedroom is normally and typically laid out. So what we ended up getting in this video was kind of a look from a different perspective of someone who is going in, entering the room, and turning off a light switch. Let's listen to the dialogue of the video one more time.
He left the lights on.
You'll notice the cameraman, the character in this video, says, "Of course he left the lights on." I wonder what this could be referring to. Perhaps it could be referring to the character in The Fan, who left the lights on. As in The Fan, the lights were on. Here in the switch, we can see a different character, whispering, walking softly, obviously not trying to draw too much attention to themselves or the fact that they are entering the room, and then turning off the light. So I would like to, think that this character is upset with the fact that the lights are turned on in this room that they entered, which we can also assume that it is the same room as the one that the fan is in. So then this character goes in, opens up the door, and is angry, and they're upset. They don't want the lights on, for whatever reason. What could the reason be? We'll get to that in a second. But for their unknown reason, they go and they turn off this light switch, and they turn off this fan, or light, but I'm going to assume it's the fan. The fan that is tied to the first character's life, and kills that character. Can you believe it? I sure can't. So, why would this possibly be done? That's a good question, and I really don't know. The character in The Fan didn't seem like a terribly bad guy, but it's possible he was in a prison of some kind, as we said. There was a lot of weird connections. It probably wasn't a normal person's place. that we couldn't see all of it. It could be really anywhere. So this character could have an established relationship with the person who turned off the light. So I want to think, like, who would have done this? Is someone who obviously doesn't like the fan's character, or really just wanted to get back at the character from the fan for some specific purpose, for some specific reason. And I don't know why. I don't have a good answer as to why that is, but we now know sort of the events that took place that night. We have the idea of a basic timeline of events. The main character from the fan is in the room. He records his fan and steps under the fan, does all the things that you've seen in the fan. And then as he stands there, the character in the Switch, he goes, opens up the door, enters the room, and turns off the light and switch. Then, in the darkness, we see as the main character from the fan dies. There are still plenty of unanswered questions, open roads to discover. What were the lights in the fan? That is not explained here in the Switch. Did the character in the fan die? That is also not really fully explained in the Switch. And really, what were the motives? We still don't know what the motives are. We now know that it was someone else who did it, and it probably wasn't an accident. But I just want to know why. But I don't think that's something that we're ever going to figure out. Now, if the story continues, maybe we'll learn a little bit more about these characters, but I, Theorist McGee, just simply want to think that these are two people, two guys, who are interconnected in some way that would cause them to have beef with each other. With all that being said, go watch The Switch by 4KidsIB. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. Remember, I do want to notice, like, this guy comments, and 4KidsIB confirms that this is connected to the fan. So, there's that proof, if you were wondering. Please like this video and please subscribe. And have a wonderful night, everybody. This is Theorist McGee. See you all next video.